hi. Hi everybody, how you guys doing? Sorry, I was like 5 minutes late, but I was trying to post one video, one skit before I came online. How are you guys doing? Oh, thank you. What is that? Hold on. This is why I got my computer out, so I can read everything better this time around. I'll make sure I turn that off because I want to be able to read. Thank you for the star. I wanted to be able to, because last time I was having an issue with that reading. All right. Okay. Remember me? Of course I do, Grandma Matilda. I saw you today. I responded to you today. I did see you a lot yesterday. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. Hopefully the background's not too loud. I have my window open a little bit because it's hot today. It's really hot today. I think that it's gonna be in the 80s today, so it might already be. Oh yeah, it's 85 right now. Well, why does it say Los Angeles? I'm not in Los Angeles. Okay, hold on. Uh, oh. Kai, I love Jax. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Well, what is it doing? Hold on. There we go. I had to put on full screen. Make it easier. Hey, what you doing? I'm hanging out, and we're going to be singing soon. Hold on. Thank you for the finger heart. That's what that was called. Thank you so much. I think that was the one that's like the snap. Thank you so much. It's so sweet. I'm doing good. I was feeling a little tired this morning, so I kind of had a late start to my day, but it's okay. I had some breakfast. Yeah. Since once I started on my, once I started like working out and everything, that's when I was like, okay, let's go. You doing good now? I'm glad. I'm happy to hear you're good. I'm happy you're here too. The one and only Star by. That's a cool name. That's a cool name. I'm happy you're here. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Okay. What's your favorite show? I don't really watch TV anymore. But I really like cartoons. Cartoons are fun. Like I watched Spider-Man growing up. The old TV shows were so fun. Oh my god, it's a little dog. It's so cute. Just like sleeping or just chilling on a towel. What is it? A beach towel. I was like, there's a specific word. That's so cute. Let me think what other shows. I watched a lot of. I've seen so much TV. So honestly, I've seen enough. Enough TV for my life to just I like comedy stuff and stuff that just makes me laugh. To be honest. I wasn't able to be here yesterday, but I'm here today. Well, I'm thankful you're here today. Yesterday was still fun, and I noticed a lot of people couldn't make it yesterday. So I tried to give more of a heads up about this one. I am gonna try to do more of like a schedule, hopefully. Get on more of a schedule instead of springing it on all y'all, you know. uh, uh, all right. Um, I have a friend that has been there for me during really bad time in my life, my mental health. But he says, bi isn't real, and he hates trans and non-binary people. But I really don't want to lose him as a friend. Well, here's the thing. Um, I understand if someone's like been there for you during like tough times and everything, and but like if you are, you know, if you are bi or if you are trans, and you know, and that friend says they are like, you know, not accepting, that they hate that kind, and then, you know, hate trans people or hate bi people, or say that it's not real, like, and they know that you are, then they're not, you know, a real friend. But you know, people can change and their minds can open. It does happen. But always protect yourself, you know. Be your best friend first, you know. I understand like wanting to have friends and all that stuff, because I love having friends. Friends are fun, you know. But it's always good to make sure you have good company around you that's encouraging, that's positive, that's loving, that, you know, makes you feel at peace and not confused, you know. So I hope your friend opens up their mind, you know, and their heart, because it's really opening your mind and your heart, because your mind and your heart are connected. Okay. I have a question. What does the flag mean behind you? This is the trans flag. So, I'm trans, female to male, in case, I know people do ask me this on, on a daily basis, is if I'm transitioning from male to female or female to male, and that, you know, I guess I should look at myself and be like, okay, I get it, because, you know, trans people can look like anything, and I just forget what I look like sometimes, and it's just funny. Some questions were so funny. I'm sorry. Are you hobbit-sized? Okay, I'm not 4 foot. Okay, that's definitely taller than that. What's your favorite color or animal? I can tell you both. I really like purple is one of my favorite colors. I really love red, and I really love black. I wear a lot of black. But like, I always alternated as a kid between purple, red, and black as like my favorite colors. But then I realized you don't need just one. You don't need just one favorite color. You can have multiple, you know? So, and like my favorite animal, I would say, is a cat, or like any kind of cat, you know, like tigers. Like a wild animal would be like a tiger. I love tigers. They're pretty. And yeah. What is your guys' favorite color? Because you know what? I love learning about you guys too. This is fun. And what's your favorite color and what's your favorite animal? That's a great question, just to get to know each other, you know. Yay, I love cats. Yes. Cats are cool. Cats are so cats are literally like the best animals ever. Like, they really teach people like patience. And when you have a cat, it's like you have to have a lot of patience, and like no boundaries, because cats have boundaries, you know. Like, thank you for the little flower. It's pretty. I have a flower on my hand. I love flowers. uh, I grew up with cats, and we had lots of different cats. Mostly we have Maine Coon cats, which they're the big cats. They're big. Um, and one of my cats I had, her name was August, and now she lives with my little sister. I miss her dearly, my sister and the cat. You're Therian? Okay, that's really cool. Welcome. My favorite color is military green, and my favorite animals are the hedgehogs and cats. Ooh, green is such a pretty color, and like military green, I would assume. I think I can picture it in my mind. It's a cool color. Uh, Hedgehogs are so cute. I don't know if there's different kinds of hedgehogs. Probably. Just like how there's different kinds of cats. You know, like it's not just a house cat or a domesticated cat. There's a kind. There's different variations. I love purple, and my favorite animal is Arctic fox. Ooh. I love that. I love that. Foxes are really cool. My favorite color is teal. My favorite animals are hedgehogs. Hedgehogs? Yes. And teal's a pretty color. I just love colors in general. I love, it's nice to be able to, wear colors, but also I don't wear a whole lot of colors. I throw in some colors here and there. But like, yeah. That's why it's hard to pick a favorite color, because it's just fun. I got into my dream school. My friend is not supporting me with it, and she cried in anger when I told her, what should I do? We were close. If your dream school's like far away, that might be why. Like she was upset. Maybe just talk it out with her and just like ask her why she's so upset. Maybe you guys can have a mutual understanding and, do your best to like still communicate while you're at school. I totally get it. Some people just don't want to lose their friend. So it's usually why. It's not because they're mad at you or really anything, they just don't want you to leave. Yeah. I was reading something and I jumped. Okay. Let's see. I love snakes. Snakes are so cool. They're literally so cute. I used to have a friend that had a snake, and she would, yeah, it was like a little tiny snake. It was like, I don't know how long she had it for, but like that snake was cute. All right. Do you know what candy is? Yes, I do. I used to make the candy bracelets. I haven't made them in years. It's been a long time. I had like a big thing of like the beads and everything with all the words and like different animals and like bugs and stuff like that. It was fun. It'd be kind of fun to get into that again. Can you show the Stitch stuffed animal behind you? Yeah. It's my Stitch. It's my Stitch. I've actually had Stitch for a very long time. I I have a lot of my stuff from like childhood. So like, I had other stuffed animals. I think they're in my car. Like I have Tigger, which is one of my other favorite characters. I do have a Tigger mug. I was using my Spider-Man mug today though. Yeah. My favorite colors are red, black, and green. My favorite animal is a fox or a hyena. And it's a coincidence because those are my stereotypes. That is cool. That is really awesome. Then it all works out. Have any ideas on what I can decorate my jeans with? They're just plain blue and kind of boring. Well, you could use like patches and stuff. Like if you have any favorite bands or like characters, you can get patches and like sew them on. Or you could paint your jeans. I do have a little patch over here I can show you. It's really cute. It's a cat. This is a patch that I have. It's a little kitty cat holding, I think it's Saturn. I want to say that's Saturn. But yeah, it's so cute. I haven't used it yet because I just like, I don't know where to put it or what to do it. And I also have a patch that my little sister made me that I was going to put on my vest because I have a vest, but I haven't worn the vest in a long time. I just keep it on my wall. You might, if you've seen it, it's this one right here. It's my Pierce the Veil patch. My little sister did that. She's extremely talented. So like when I was talking about like the jeans and stuff, like painting and all that stuff, my little sister actually does that. She's really talented at that stuff. Like she's been doing it for a long time. I brought. Thank you for the advice. Do you have any tips for talking to him about that? That him not being supportive. Well, like, just understand that, like, I would say, because, you know, if anybody, you know, doesn't feel comfortable with bisexual people or trans people or non-binary people and they don't want to understand, you can't force them to, right? You can invite them to understand, try to understand, see if they're interested in trying to understand, but nothing good comes from forcing anything on anyone, you know, because when I tried to have my parents understand, you know, I was trying to throw it in their face for a little bit in a way of like, please understand like trans terminology or understand that this is who I am. And if they chose to misunderstand me, it took me a long time to realize that. But once I did, I was like, oh, okay, I don't need these people's acceptance to be valid. And that is something that changed my life mentally, is like, I don't need my parents' validation to be valid. So you don't need anybody's acceptance to be valid. Like, so just being firm in that understanding within yourself. And if they want to, you know, open up their heart, I hope that he does, you know. I hope he does it for himself and that he does it for you, you know, because everyone deserves some love. Everyone deserves some love, to give themselves some love and to receive love, you know, from friends and family and all that, you know. So, ooh, just jumped again. I'm like, oh no. I like roly-polies. Roly-polies are fun. This is like flashback to when I was like a little kid. I used to go outside and collect roly polies, and and I would put them like in this little container, and I would like feed them, but I don't know if they were really eating it. I have no idea. But that was a flashback. OMG, hi. I wanted to say you made me finally feel loved and feel proud of who I am. I'm so thankful for that because, I just want everyone to know that they are awesome. So I'm thankful that my content can do that for you. Also, thank you for the heart. You're so sweet. I know Jesus loves me. I know God loves me. um, do. Where do you get patches, and what fandoms are you in? How do you get patches? That's the first question I'll answer. And then patches, so I think I got that one from either Spencer's or Hot Topic. But I'm sure you can find patches online too if you don't have access to Hot Topic or Spencer's, and I'm sure you can get them in bulk too online. I think that's where I found that cat one. The cat one is definitely is a store bought one. And fandoms. Like in what? I was always like a Jonas Brother fan, so I was like big in the Joe Bro community, and I grew up as a believer. Especially with like music and stuff. I was huge in like Demi Lovato fandom growing up and everything. Just a lot of like music fandoms is what I was really into. And honestly, I still like their music. I still listen to it. All right. Hello, I am gender fluid, and I don't know if I should tell my parents. They are like kind of homophobic. Sorry, I read it like that. My advice for that, because I grew up with transphobic parents. It also like depending on how old you are. It's really depending on how old you are, what plans you have. If you have you have to make sure you have options. If you are going to move away or whatever, if that is the case, because you have to plan for everything, but always keep a positive and hopeful mind, because that's important with coming out. Make sure you keep yourself protected though, because the thing is like you don't need to come out to your parents if it means that you're safer, not doing so, and you can be out to friends, and just supportive people. But if you want to come out and you want people to know and you don't care about the what anyone else says, which is a good way to look at it, is just like live your life, because their opinions don't matter. If someone wants to control you and tell you who you are, they're in the wrong, because you know who you are. You're awesome for being who you are, and you really do not need any any of that negativity in your brain, so just understand that you are awesome as you are, and you can really just embrace yourself. So I hope that they you know, really they see you for you and they accept you. I hope it's a surprise because sometimes that happens to people. You know, some people like they've seen their parents be homophobic or transphobic, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh wow, my parents were accepting. Like, it's happened. It's actually happened. So I hope the best for you, okay? Because I get it. um, my eyes need to focus. You know, your eyes like don't want to focus. You're like. How do I tell my parents I'm non-binary? Well, there's lots of ways. So if you have any hobbies or passions that help you express yourself, I'll probably always say this about coming out. You can use that passion to express it. You know, say what you want to say, connect with yourself. You can do it in private, you know, create something in private if you don't want to do it face to face. If you do want to do it face to face, I mean, you can always use something as well to break the ice, as well as like hobbies can help you do that, like music, drawing, painting, all types of stuff. Like I made a video to come out, and you can always do that too if you want to. If you enjoy talking to the camera, or if you like making like short films or anything like that, like if you like doing anything creative, it is a great way to do it. But if you want to if you like to write, you can always write a letter or a story. It's really the options are infinite. Okay, I thought this was I thought it was gonna be easier with this thing, and it keeps moving. Yeah. I see y'all guys. Hold on. We're getting some weirdos out of here, because I don't want you touching my people. Because honestly, we are awesome. Yeah, we're going. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Perfect. I love your new song. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I worked really hard on my new song. And just so you guys know, I do tune my stuff to 432 hertz. So that's healing frequency. 440 hertz is the standard tuning, but it's the 432 hertz is better, or like 528 hertz. There's tons of frequencies you can use with music, and it's fun. I think I'm gonna close my window. It's really loud, and it's loud over here. I need to be able to hear to focus for some reason. Let me just close my window. I'm back. All right. I listened to your new single yet, but I'll go check it out. Thank you. I appreciate that. It took me like maybe a month to finish everything. It started off so different. Like, it started off with like the first half of the beat that you hear was like the entire thing, and then I just kind of was like, I kind of want to do this, and just kept like I kept adding and changing it, and it was fun to make it and to do something different because I've done just like I've done mostly like electronic-y sounds, but yeah, I definitely did it differently this time. I found some different plugins that I could use, which made it like the skipping sound, the repeating sound was fun to do. I was kind of messing around when I did that too, and then I was like, wait, I kind of like that. So I just continued with it. How did you choose your channel name? Well, my channel name is my name. It's my last name. But my name, my last name, my last name doesn't have an X in it. I've been doing that since like I was a teenager. I changed it to PXRODI, which it's said Parodi. But I know with the X, it kind of makes it a little confusing on how to pronounce it. But even then, with the A, no one can really pronounce it anyway. Most people say my last name wrong. People will say like parody or parody. And I've heard party, which I thought was crazy because well, there's an O in there. But I've also heard like Pixrati, and honestly, I'll be typing like when I type out PXRODI, sometimes I say it in my head like that. So, and one of my old friends, he would mess around and call me Pixrati. So, you know, if you don't know how to say the name, it's literally okay, because most people just don't know how to say it. It's Italian. So yeah. I'm so excited to finish my album. That is awesome. What kind of music are you making right now? I'm excited for you because you know what? Expressing yourself through music or any kind of art is just fun, and it's healthy for you. It's good for you. We're here as humans to create things for ourselves and create things for other people, to, you know, create community and give back to the community and really just be ourselves. You know? So I love music in general, so yeah, I'd love to hear the album when you're finished. I really would. It'd be fun. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay. Robin, that weird kid, says, "Hi, it's me, Robin from last stream. And I just got back from hanging out with my trans friend, and your advice about just asking for his new name worked. Thank you. I'm so happy. Yay! That is literally so cool. That is so amazing." Oh my god. I'm happy that helped you. Because yeah, really, communication is the best way to go about it, with a positive mind and with, you know, genuinity when you're, you know, communicating with your friends. So I'm really happy it helped. Yay. Hell yeah. Ah. Oh, there it is. Now I'm like, where was I? Oof. So this person, Nora on PWS. Okay. Says, my friend wants to be a boy sometimes and doesn't know anymore, and their parents are homophobic, while she is a huge supporter and a big fan of you. What advice do you have? Well, first off, thank you for the question, and, you know, I'm appreciative of you and your friend for being here and being supportive. You know, homophobic parents, like, oh my god. Sorry, there's noise behind me. I'm trying to think. So when it comes to, also like trying to figure out your identity, there's no need to rush it, especially when you do have those kinds of people around you, not listening to the outside noise. Maybe that was a good description, hearing something behind me when I should be focusing, right? Kind of ironic. It's just like, there's so many outside noises around you that want to tell you who you are, like homophobic parents or transphobic parents. But in all reality, the only people that can tell you who you are is yourself. And while you're figuring it out, when things can feel confusing, it's just best to see what makes that person happy. So your friend, should just test things out. I tested things out. Dressing certain ways to see what makes them happy, or names that, whatever it is. Because like for me, I know for sure, like just testing out wearing a binder was so helpful, because that really helped me connect with myself in the way that made me realize, like, oh yeah, I'm trans. And I sat with it for a minute, and I didn't rush anything. I just was like, if this is what will make me happy, this is what I'm gonna do. And every trans person is different, so, there are gender fluid people, some people are bi-gender, some people are, one day they feel more feminine, the other day they feel more masculine, and that's okay. There really is no rules. So, like for me, like growing up with homophobic and transphobic family, it helped me understand after a long time that I just had to accept myself and be content within myself and know that I can be happy and accept myself. So, I hope that made sense, and I hope that helped a little bit. But yeah, I hope the family comes around for your friend though, because like I've said, and I always will say, that people can change and they can come around. But once, if someone has tried a long time to have someone understand them, or like you just see that they're not going to change, because there can be a time limit to a degree. Like, it was once I realized that my family was not going to come around for me like that, I said goodbye. But I know everyone's at a different place, and some people are, young. So I was like, it's been 3 years since I cut out my family, so I could just be. So I can just be myself without people trying to throw their judgment onto me, because why? Hi, I'm pansexual and I love your videos. Hi, you're amazing. I think you're really cool and amazing as a person with all of your positivity. It's honestly one of the main reasons I follow you, because of how amazing and kind of a person you are. Thank you. You're so sweet. I love spreading positivity to people, and spreading like self-love, and being that open ear, and trying to give the best advice that I can. I don't know everything, but I have a lot of experience with family stuff, with just life in general, because yeah. I've experienced a lot of stuff, so I understand and I get where people are coming from to a certain degree, and if I don't, I try to. I'm very open-minded, so yeah. Like, you guys have also taught me, like I said this yesterday, you guys have taught me some new labels, some new like things in the LGBT community too that I didn't hear of before. and I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. Like when I made the video about when people started asking me what my sexuality was, and then someone said that I am most likely omnisexual, and someone said sexual, and I was like, interesting, I've never heard those before. So I looked them up and I was like, oh, this all makes sense. I choose not to label myself on that. But those, I would say the omnisexual makes more sense, I think. I'm still learning, but thank you to everyone that does teach me these things too. Like, it's really cool. How do I tell my mom I'm lesbian? That's a good question. Oh, thank you for the star. Like a cute little star. So, I have experience with that. Thank you for the rose. Or not the rose. It's not a rose. I don't know what kind of flower that is, but it's so cute. I have a rose on my hand. That's what I associated with. Oh, that's so cute. There's different pictures. That's like the little 4-leaf clover. But so let me think of a way you could say it. Like, listen, I like women. I'll tell everybody you can do whatever you want, but like, when I was 18, that's when I was forced out of the closet by my mom as a lesbian, and it's so funny, but honestly, you're amazing for who you are. And I really hope your mom does accept you, because she would be the fool. She would be the fool. But like, be proud of yourself for accepting yourself already, and you can say it with confidence. You can draw the flag and walk up to her and be like, guess what? You're gonna have a daughter-in-law one day, or whatever, you could say whatever, you can make it funny, you can just be proud of yourself, because with anyone that's coming out, just be proud of yourself, because you got to this place of self-acceptance, and you're gonna just continue to, especially when you say it with your chest, and you say it firm, and happily. It's awesome, because being yourself is beautiful. So yes, so I hope it goes well for you, because that's awesome. What's your least favorite tattoo / one you regret? I don't think I have any tattoos I regret. Because mine, I honestly, most of the time they're not on a whim. I usually set an intention and plan them. I'm like, what was my least planned tattoo? Like, I think all of them. I think most of them have been planned. Because I think about them before I go to shops, because I don't want to have to think of it there. I like having a picture, or at least an idea, so I can explain what I want. But pictures are usually better. It's like when I go get my haircut. Even if I am getting the same haircut every time, I bring up the same picture. I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I got last time, But yeah, my last tattoo I got, though, is this one. Oh yeah, this is another answer to one of the other questions I had, which was one of my favorite TV shows. It's right on me. Futurama. So this is Bender from Futurama. He's one of my favorite characters from that show. It's my last one I got, which was like a year and a half ago, maybe. It's a long time to not get a tattoo for me. It's a long time. Um, oop. There was a good question here. Hold on. There was a good question. Do you have any advice on how to seem more masculine without testosterone? I have a transphobic dad, so I have to be kind of subtle. Okay. I understand. So there's lots of ways you can appear more masculine or even boost testosterone without any supplements. Don't take any, no supplements, nothing like that, okay? Because it's not healthy for you. You can like working out and like physical activity literally boosts testosterone. You don't need to break your back to be working out, or anything like that. But simple stuff, you can start with simple things that boost naturally. So that's always good. But if you want certain clothing that's more masculine, just honestly be yourself. Wear what you want to wear. But if you want to appear more masculine, I like to wear baseball caps. I like them. They're fun. I used to have a bigger collection of hats, but now I have a few. I got my hat and some other ones, but I also like tank tops, t-shirts, button-up shirts are good. And what else? I would say loose-fitting jeans. If you like to wear skinny jeans, I like to wear skinny jeans, but I used to wear really tight skinny jeans and I just can't anymore. I just can't do it no more. So I like to wear looser fitted skinny jeans when I do wear jeans. Or I also like baggy hoodies and stuff like that. But honestly, just wear what you want to wear, what makes you happy. You don't have to follow anyone's rules, T for T. So, that's funny. I don't even know why. T for T. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if this question is just worded that way, but I'm just gonna answer this question this way. So, how did I know that I was trans? Well, I figured out that I was trans when I was 19 or 18. I started to figure it out, what the word was and all of that, and what it meant, what trans men were. That's what I started to find out. But it was always a feeling that I had as a kid. It was just kind of an inner knowing. It wasn't an influence from outside of me. It was inside of me that made me realize. Cause I was homeschooled as a kid. I went to church multiple times a week and I was really only around Christian people growing up and was extremely in a controlled setting. So I was not allowed to know anything. Basically, they tried to shield me from any kind of information from the outside world. And so I didn't have a good representation of what it was and what my feelings were. I tried to hide them from other people. Because other people, I feel like, people know, especially, because I would, dress, when I was able to dress myself, I would go for baseball caps, tank tops, or, jerseys, and just more masculine clothing, basketball shoes, skate shoes, which I still wear now. I dress like that now. And, once, we would go out, I was around 8, 9, 10, 11 when I was dressing myself, and we had gone, me and my mom would go out and people would misgender me, and my mom would get super upset, but I would feel ooh, that's so cool. Someone would call me buddy or call me their son, my mom's son, or my dad's son, And I'd feel that, happiness on the inside, but I couldn't express it outside. And um, everyone else would be freaking out, and I'm over here like, okay, I cannot tell anybody. So, but when that kept happening by going out, I ended up getting restricted on my clothing, which is crazy. Like, that's just crazy. Like, I was forced to wear like pink or like something really feminine presenting, um, so that it was like a signal, which is, it's so messed up. I'm just going to say. Thank you for the star. That's so cute. But yeah, just know that like if anyone's trying to force you to look like anything or be anything, that's not okay. um, Thank you for answering. Of course, I try my best to answer. um, what made you choose the name Sean? That's a. So this might help anybody that's coming up to trying to come up with a name. All right. So when I was figuring that out, I actually wrote down some names that I just genuinely liked. I literally made a list, and I would say them to myself and look at myself and see if I liked it, if I felt like it fit. Or I would, like, when people would be talking to me, I would change it in my brain to see if it fit, And I also did that with pronouns. Using different pronouns in my brain, but also I mostly use like he, him pronouns, and then they, them pronouns to see if which one felt the best for me in my brain before telling anybody. I did not tell nobody. And then the one I felt most connected to like was Sean, and the spelling specifically too. It wasn't even just the name itself, but I always liked that name. I had like different names on the list. Trying to remember what the list was. I know I had probably like Tyler. Wow, that was loud. I don't know if you heard the car outside. Things like Tyler and like different names that were just like, yeah. That's the only one I can remember from the list other than that one. But yeah. And then I took my middle name from my grandpa. So, yeah. He was actually like really accepting of my sexuality, my grandpa. It was kind of random that he was, because he's like, he was not really accepting of a lot of people, and then at the end of his life he kind of just became really accepting and just opened up his mind a lot. And I was living with him, and he would make jokes all the time, and he would watch his like westerns, like John Wayne and stuff, and he would like, when a woman would come on the TV, you'd be like, isn't she pretty? My grandpa had an accent. he would say like certain words differently, like washer was warsher. Because he's not from California. I'm from California. But yeah, it was cool to have, that, like, have my grandpa be so accepting, even if he didn't fully get it, like, yeah. So I took his middle name as my middle name, or, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so some of this, I'm a demi boy, and I really want to dye my hair and get a wolf cut to look more androgynous. But I'm nervous to ask my dad what to do. You know what? I've had a wolf cut before. They're fun. So, you can feel nervous about anything, but you don't know the answer until you try, or until you ask, or, you can hint at it and be like, hey, I kind of want to get my hair cut. Just open the conversation, and, maybe he won't ask too many questions, and he'll be like, okay, let's get your hair cut, You never know. You really don't know. You don't know until you try. Just get your foot in the door. um, so, yeah, I tried a wolf cut once, or out, for a little bit, like last year, I think, or maybe the year before, and it was nice. So, and I've had a mohawk before, a mohawk, a faux hawk. I used to like gel my hair up, and it was just like all the way. It was fun. I love doing different things with my hair. I haven't really done anything crazy with it. Just cut it. But yeah, and I haven't dyed my hair either. But if you want to like dye your hair, you can always mention that too. I've done so many different colors. Well, mostly I've done purple. I miss my purple hair. I have done purple, black, blonde. I did a half and half. I did like a half black, half blue before. But I had to change that one quick because of a job that I had. They were like, "You can't have your hair like that." I was like, "That's weird." But I hope your dad will take you to go get your hair cut and to dye your hair, because like, why not? It's your hair. You should be able to do what you want with it. My mom saw my trans candy cup and asked it what, and asked if I was trans and tried to tell me that she loves me no matter what. Should I tell her right now? Oh yes. Especially if she feels genuine. Sorry, I hopefully I read that clear. But if your mom sees, like, asks you if you're trans and that she'll love you no matter what, that is awesome. Take that win. And especially if she feels genuine and it feels like you can sense that, like, okay, but you the only thing that's stopping you is that little feeling of fear about being vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable and to express it, because you never know, like, what can happen, like all the good that can come from that, all the support you can get from that. I really hope it goes well, because honestly, having a supportive mom is awesome. I want everyone to have supportive parents, but I know that not everybody does. So it's a true gift to have that. So, yeah. And also, I bet the candy cup looks cool. I bet it's awesome. Okay. Ooh, I totally get this comment. I totally get this. Okay, Alright. I'm a trans guy and 4'11", and I'm having a really hard time making peace with my height. I feel like I'll never find a partner because of my height. Do you have any tips? Well, here's the thing. I'm not 4'11", I'm taller than 4'11", but I understand. I'm like 5'4", almost 5'5", like in the middle there. And I had height dysphoria for so long. And honestly, like, I feel like a lot of it is I kind of like would make jokes about it, and you are unique the way that you are, when I started testosterone, I really wanted it to make me taller, but it really didn't, which made me face my dysphoria with my height. And everyone's going to have a different height. So I have a cousin that is shorter than me, and he's cisgender male. And that's something that kind of helped me with my dysphoria, was seeing other short men that are not trans. Um, that helped me kind of make peace with it, because like they're almost everybody's taller than me. Okay, like, uh, and it made me just kind of be like, oh yeah, you know, I can't get taller and that's okay, you know. And when I was a little kid, I wasn't able to ride all the rides. You know, it's okay. Um, so like, and I still got. I was like 19 when I still gained like an inch. I was maybe, or like an inch and a half, because I was, yeah, I was like around the time. So people can still grow, and also you are awesome as you are. You don't need to be 6 foot tall to be deserving of love, because what? You know, like my cousin who's shorter than me, he's married and he has children, he has a family, and he's happy. You know, short men exist. They, you know, short people exist, and some people will be tall and they feel insecure about their height. You know, and it's crazy to me when people are like really tall and they're like, oh, I'm not tall enough, and I'm like, what? um, but it's like, no matter what, if you're tall or if you're short, you're valid as you are, you know? Like, it's just the truth. You don't have to be 5'10" or 6 foot tall or 6'5" to be masculine or be considered a man. Like, honestly, like, that is the societal standards that are placed upon people that is just not it's just not accurate, you know. Like, it's like, it's even like with the opposite. Like, if there's women that are tall, you know, women that are tall are awesome, you know. Like, most of the people, I will honestly say this, most of the people I've dated in my past have been taller than me. So, most of them. So, yeah. Usually, like, not that much taller. I've only dated one person that was a lot taller than me. Or maybe a couple, no, a few people. But, yeah. Most people have been either the same height or, like, taller. So, you are awesome as you are. You don't need to be tall. Okay. My best friend is trans mask, but their parents don't know, and they are trying to slowly transition. Do you have any tips? Well, it depends on how old your friend is, if they have access to everything. You know, starting off obviously with just like socially with like friends and whatever, if they don't want their parents to know. And maybe just changing with clothing, and I don't know where your friend is at in their transition. So, and like safety precautions. Someone says, Robin, that weird kid. I'm reading your comment again. Says, I have a great idea. I just on how to come out. So if you like making bracelets / candy, make that stuff of your flags and wear them around your parents. This makes them curious. Yes, just like that other person that mentioned their candy cuff. Yeah, it's a good idea. I like that idea. Da-da. I have to go, but have fun, guys. Bye. Bye to Jay Dano. They're probably already gone, but bye-bye. Have a great day. So like, let's see. What's that drawing behind you? They're right behind me, aren't they? Okay. That one? That drawing, I drew that actually, probably in 2020, so it's been like 6 years. I drew it with like tons of gel pens. It's a heart. I don't know if you can see it. Ah. Well, I'm like, do I take the phone or do I take the picture? Let me take the phone. Okay. So you can kind of see it a little bit better. But yeah, it's a heart. It has like every color in the picture. Like every color. I think every gel pen was in that. It's the thing about having ADHD, you kind of like hyper focus on things. But yeah. Okay, I thought I was maybe able to read on here, but I can't. It's a little fast. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for the star. You're so sweet. How much did the snake bite piercing hurt? Oh. It wasn't that bad. Oh, thank you for the star. That's so sweet. Oh, the piercings. Okay, I'm like, where are we at? Thank you for the star. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. My lip piercings, I got them when I was, I'm like, was I 18? Oh, that's a different star. That's pretty. Okay, they're both cute. I was like 18. No, I was 19. I don't know. I just turned 19. And they did, it hurts to get them done. But it wasn't that bad. Like they were one of like my lesser painful piercings. But your lips are like swollen for a week. And they like put like the long piercings in, so like when they're swollen, that they have room to like actually heal. But as soon as they were healed, I put the hoops in. Yeah, they're like one of my favorite piercings. And then I took them out for a little bit. I forgot why, but I took them out, and then I didn't have them for maybe a year, and then I put them back in. I went to a piercing shop, and they actually stretched them back to the size because it didn't need to be re-pierced, and that was actually extremely painless, so it was perfect. Thank you for the star. I wonder what kind of star it's called, because it's like actually it's funny because I wanted to get a star like that tattooed on me. I just didn't know how I wanted to do it. Do you make candy? I used to, and I feel like it'd be fun to do it again. Maybe I could do it on live sometime. Maybe I should get some candy bracelet stuff, and we can make some pride flags and stuff. That'd be kind of fun, actually. See how we can do that. Oh, thank you for the heart. That's so sweet. Do. Bum 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 bum. Alright, I'm letting y'all know I am dyslexic, so that's why I be reading stuff. I don't try to read it. I'm like, let me slow down the chat. That's why I use my computer to read it. Thank you for the star. You're so sweet. I see you. Can you tell me how to come out to my Christian grandma? Well, understand that not all Christian people are going to be hateful, because everybody is different. So keeping that open mind that she could definitely be accepting, but also keeping precaution and keeping safety precautions as well. You can always test out waters. Talk about you know, whatever, I don't know what you're coming out as, if you're coming out as trans, if you're coming out as bi or whatever. Thank you for the star, you're sweet. um, if you're coming out, whatever you're coming out as, you can talk about that kind of stuff around your grandma and see how she reacts to it, so you know how to go about it. Like for me, like my family, most of them are Christian, and you know, I knew how they felt about it because they talked about it a lot. But if you don't know how she's going to react or respond to it, definitely, you know, you can bring it up, or I don't know, there's different ways, like, or maybe even bringing up someone who's famously trans or famously gay or something that your grandma might know, you know, just to see her, you know. I feel like that's a good way to do that. Like, I made a video a few days ago about coming out, and someone using like their friend as an example, like making up the friend, saying, oh, like my friend's trans, and the parent or whoever you're telling is, you know, saying like, oh, well, that's cool, you know, or you know, however people react, because you can tell a lot of the time. But sometimes when it's like their own family, they'll be more accepting. Just, you know, some people just need to be exposed to it. Like my grandma, she grew up, like she was Catholic for a very long time, and to the point she almost became a nun. And now, like, well, she was a Christian for like the rest of her life. And she was accepting of me, but it took her a minute. You know, some people it just takes a minute too. So like just keeping that open mind and understanding that it can take a second sometimes, you know, for someone to really see things, see the clear picture, and when they realize like, oh, I just want you to be happy. Because if someone genuinely loves you, they just want you to be happy, you know, and that it says a lot, you know. And my grandma told me straight up, she's like, I don't care. She's like, I just really want you to be happy, and I love you for who you are, you know. And yeah, so I hope that coming out to your grandma works beautifully for you, and that she loves you unconditionally, because unconditional love, everyone is so deserving of unconditional love, you know. And yeah, that's what my experience in my life has taught me, that everybody deserves so much unconditional love from family, from themselves. Like, yeah. Ooh, oh, I almost dropped my computer. Oh no. Oh, thank you for the snapping hearts. I think that's what it's called. Thank you for the snapping hearts. It's so cute. You know what I was about to say, like, I can't whistle. Like, well, I can whistle, but, like, not that well. What is it called? You know, like that loud whistle that people do, like, when they put their... I can't do it. I don't know why it made me think of that. But, like, growing up, I always tried to learn how to do it. I think I maybe did it once, and I can't do it. Yeah. I don't know why that made me think of that, but it did. How did you transition early on in your life? I'm almost 18 and I've been stressing on how to start my life. It's so awesome seeing how you were able to transition. It really gives me hope. Well, that's the thing. Always keep your hope, because you know what? Literally, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And I had a lot of encouragement, you know, from myself, because I knew what I wanted. Once you know exactly what you want, and that you know you can achieve it, because you can achieve whatever you want in life. And even if it takes time, enjoying the process of transition, or really anything, you know, but really, like, with transition, just I had how did like I went to therapy because that's how you kind of like initiate transition and stuff when it comes to like medical transition and everything. Um, I just talked to them and told, I was talking to them how I felt and like what was going on, you know, and my childhood experiences and how I know. And, and you can always find like gender, what do you call them? Gender specialist therapists. Those ones are usually the best therapists to go to when you are trying to start transition. And I did go to a support group back then because of like everything that was going on. um, it was like with different trans people. It was really cool. It was really cool. So if you have like the ability to get like group therapies and stuff, you can also like do that as well. Um, or like a one-on-one therapy, because I don't always like group therapies, to be honest, because nowadays group therapies are online, and this one was in person because this is like 2017. But it helped me meet I was the only trans man in the group. Everyone else was a trans woman. It was really fun though. And we would go out to eat afterwards. I remember us going to this one restaurant and they asked me if I wanted a kids menu. Honestly, I should have said yes. I should have just said yes. But thank you for the star. That's so cute. Hold on, what was the rest of this question? Okay. But I know like everyone's gonna have their own situation, so keep yourself around supportive people. That's also what's important with early stages of transitioning, because you're going through another puberty. That's something to remember. So your body's going through something, your mind's going through, you're shifting, you're changing, and you're growing, and you're becoming more yourself through transition. Transitional periods are always change. And yeah, like I moved away to transition. I had to leave my hometown to do that, because I was like, nothing's going to stand in my way of my happiness. Like when you just kind of like you live for yourself, that's how you get things done. When you're like, no, I deserve to be happy, because you do. Doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. You do deserve to be happy. I wasn't able to get on hormones as soon as I came out as trans. I came out in April 2017, and I started hormones at the end of October that same year. So it was quite a few months. Some people wait years, some people start almost immediately. Everyone's transition is going to look different. So your experience is going to be how you're meant to experience it, but you have the ability to do it. So that's what's really cool. So I really, I know that everything's going to work out. And I hope that it goes exactly how you envision it, but that it happens even better than you envision it, because you deserve it, okay? So just remember to give yourself compassion, love, and grace, and yeah, and just patience, because transition is it's like the teacher of patience. like like I was waiting so long for hair to grow on my face that like when I first started getting hair on my face, it wasn't that much, and I was just leaving it there, and then I started shaving it, and when I started shaving it, more started coming in. Just had to be patient with certain things. So and like my voice dropping, like that I had to be patient with that. So the opposite. Oh, it's the opposite for my mom. I know she wouldn't accept me, but she accepts my friend. Yeah, that can also happen too. That's it's weird, but you can always be the mind opener and the heart opener for your mom. And if you realize that, you know, if you come out and it's even been a while, because so there's this one mom that I was following on TikTok, and she used to be just as transphobic as mine, okay? And she talks about this. So this is part of her testimony, and she advocates for the trans community now. And something had happened, and with her son, she has a trans son, and it changed everything for their relationship. So she changed, and she was like, you know what? No, I love my kid. Now she like advocates for him. So yeah. Okay. Oop. I think you might actually start crying. You're so sweet and kind. Being so seen and loved. Well, thank you. Everyone deserves to be seen and loved. Everyone deserves kindness. And yeah. So, thank you. And sorry, I'm trying not to cry. Hi man, it's Nora's friend, and like, I'm confused on who I am. How do I continue my journey, and do you mind telling me your journey? Please and thank you, you're my favorite YouTuber. First off, thank you. Okay, oh my god, my eyes red. Thank you for being here, and you're amazing. So when you're feeling confused, you just gotta test things out and see what makes you happy and what makes you feel more like yourself. Because it really helps, you know, just testing things out, trying new things out, you know the term like you never know till you try. You know, I would have never had understood anything if I didn't explore my identity and my you know, I'm trying to, like, even at the very beginning, because figuring like and accepting myself for not being I'm trying to what's the word for liking girls when I was a teenager, like when I accepted that in myself, you know, it took a minute, but like when I explored that within myself and was like, you know what, now I understand what these feelings are, you know, that opened the door to all of these different things, but like to me finding what trans was. And once I found out what trans was, it's when I started being like, wait a minute, you know, and specifically trans men. So, because I knew that trans women existed, but not that I fully understood it at the time because I was so isolated. I love information, and so I did lots of research. Yeah. Hold on. I just felt like I needed water in that moment. My vocal cords kind of needed that. So like, yeah, like I messed around with lots of things. Like I stopped wearing makeup because I used to wear like a lot of makeup, and I stopped wearing makeup. Thank you for the floating heart. That's so cute. I stopped wearing makeup like outside of the house and stuff, and was just testing to see how I felt. And honestly, I was like, I don't, you know, here's the thing. If you're a trans man, you can still wear makeup. That's not what I'm saying, okay? But it was just for me. for me personally, like, I just didn't really want to, and was testing out binding, and was learning. The more you learn, the more you grow and stuff. Especially when you learn about yourself, when you when you're learning what you like and what you dislike. Like, yeah, I mean, like, imagining different names or different identities and seeing how it makes you feel. It's just really like connecting with yourself, seeing who you are. So, but yeah, I hope that helps in some way. Boom, 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 boom. But anyway, I wanted to ask you guys a question. So, like, something random. What's everybody's favorite food? Or like, I like food. I like food. This morning I had pancakes. I made pancakes with blueberries and bananas. I forgot to put cinnamon in it, but I like cinnamon. I like putting cinnamon in my pancakes. Yeah, those are good. But pizza's fire. Okay. I haven't had pizza in a long time, but I used to eat it a lot, so I did. But pizza's good. Sushi. Yes. Sushi is fire. Okay. I love like the spicy ones, like spicy shrimp or like spicy tuna. Those are good. Okay, I know this is not sushi, but I've been wanting to try this place next door. There's this place is called Noodles and Bun, or Noodle and Bun. I really want to try it. They've got like pot stickers and all that stuff. Noodle and Bun's actually, that one's Chinese food, but I've heard it's good, and I'm like, ooh, I was gonna try it the other day and I didn't. And I'm like, oh, I kind of want to try it. But sushi is so good. I remember when I tried sushi for the first time, and I was like, well, I was missing out on a whole different world. Like literally, because as a kid I hated fish. I don't know why. I liked tuna, but I didn't like anything else. I just needed it to be seasoned. It just needed to be different, But like I tried sushi and I was like, this is amazing. Spaghetti bologna. Wait, bolognese. All right. Why did I read bologna? Spaghetti bolognese. That sounds so good. I love spaghetti. Mashed potatoes. I had mashed potatoes last night. I love mashed potatoes. Or like putting I like to put sour cream and like onions inside of my mashed potatoes. Those are good. It's good like that. Or like put cheese in it. Cheese on everything, man. Cheese can change everything. It changes the whole game, Curry with rice. Ooh, that sounds good. I think I've only had curry like once. Or a couple of times. But like, I feel like I can remember. Curry is spicy, right? I'm like, or there's different kinds. I think there's different kinds, but I haven't had it many times. But y'all are, well, I guess I asked the question, but now I'm like, whoa, making me think about all this different food. Anything with cheese. Exactly. Anything with cheese. Ramen. Ramen is so good. Oh my god. So, I remember when I had ramen for the first time. Like actual, like real ramen. Not just like the, like cup of noodles. Like actual ramen from like a ramen place. It was that was also a game changer. I could not stop eating ramen for a while. Like I have a food hyperfixations. If anyone can relate with that, I have food hyperfixations. Like sometimes it's spaghetti and like sometimes it's ramen or like it's sushi or it's like whatever or like it's pizza. Like I've had so many times it's like different foods or like it's certain fruits too. Like like I always have fruit in my room. Like I always have bananas, oranges, apples. I love sweet stuff. So like very big sugar hyperfixation when I fruit's fine. Like processed sugar I try to stay away from. But yeah. Were you ever scared about being trans? When I didn't understand it, yes, I did feel that way. But when I started to understand it more and really understand who I was with the, after testing everything out and really seeing how I felt, I was like, you know what? I know the people that will accept me or the people that won't accept me, or when I even didn't know if they were going to or not, I still was like, I just want to be happy. Is when you look at yourself and you say, you know what, I want to be happy, that's how you can also like accept yourself, because you do deserve happiness as a trans person, or however you identify. You literally deserve happiness. Everyone does. So that was one of the things that helps me accept myself more in what serves your happiness and what doesn't, which is supportive people, right? So any person, doesn't matter who they are in your life, if they are, speaking love and life into your life, or if they're speaking down upon and shame, recognize that, because your company determines your peace. And also the company you keep within yourself. So thank you for the star. It's so cute. Thank you so much. Bunny M official. I'm not. I don't know if I can say that word on here. I don't know all the rules yet. Okay, so there's this question that's a little bit of a heavier question. Thank you for the coin. It's cool. Please read. This person says, I'm not gonna say their name just because of privacy for the purpose of this comment. Please read my comment. My parents are homophobic / transphobic, but I'm omnisexual. As a trans femboy, should I come out, or do you think it's too dangerous? They might send me to conversion therapy. Okay. Now, I don't know where you live, or like what state you're in, what country you're in. But like, if you live in California, I just want you to know that conversion therapy is illegal. I'm 99.9% sure. Actually, let me look this up real quick so that we know. But it's always best to keep yourself safe. So when I came out, I was at a place where I was over 18. And I had already experienced living on my own. Thank you for the star again. I appreciate you. I was already living on my own, and I've experienced it before, so I knew I most likely was going to have to move away. So I kind of had some plans in place. But like, even, it doesn't matter what you were, like if you were trans or whatever your sexuality is, bi, pan, whatever, or gay, lesbian, because I tried to hide myself for so long, to protect myself, and I did for a very long time, and sometimes it just takes, just to hold on just for one more second, because not everyone deserves to know everything about you, especially if you know that they're going to try to do anything like that. definitely, maybe if you can, uh, if you have supportive people, like express it to the supportive people, and express those feelings of, like, do you think they would do this? Because maybe they could bring you some more clarity if they know them, and also where you were living and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna still look that up. Okay. That's a good question. That's actually a better way to word it. It says, so I looked up, is conversion therapy illegal in all 50 states? Because I know it's not, but I just wanted to see if they have a list. This is good information for everybody, because here's the thing. Conversion therapy, it has to be one of the most, it's on the top list of evil things, okay? Because, excuse me, like, no. Okay, I read that wrong. It says, conversion, blah, 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 Alright, we know what we're talking about. It's not illegal in all 50 states, but it's currently 23 states, and the District of Columbia fully prohibit licensed medical professionals from subjecting minors to the practice, while over a dozen states have no statewide restrictions at all. But you know what? We are the generation to change that. You know that? We're gonna do that. We're gonna change it to where it is illegal, because, excuse me, that's just not okay. So the states of the ban is gonna be California, this is where I live, New York, Colorado, and Illinois. And DC has laws strictly prohibiting licensed healthcare providers from performing conversion therapy on minors. DC is the only jurisdiction that also extends this ban to adults. Interesting. Partial bans and restrictions. 4 states partially restrict the practice, such as limiting the use of state and federal funds for conversion therapy on minors. Okay, did not say what states those were. Okay, this is just Google as well. They weren't being fully clear there, but yeah, so oh, thank you for the star. That's cute. But yeah, so yeah, I do not agree with any kind of conversion therapy at all. That's just, it's messed up. It's messed up. Ah. Okay, I'm going to come out to my parents by writing them a letter, but I have no idea what to write. Do you have any ideas/tips? So when you're writing a letter, when it comes to coming out, if it's like a specific letter, like you're actually like writing it to certain people, well, you said your parents, never mind. My brain is not like processing, so I had to read it better. Okay, yes. So like, make sure you're writing down what your intentions are and your feelings, connecting with yourself. Maybe say like, oh, I know I'll be happier this way, whatever, because, and explaining those things, like I know this will make me happier, and I'm doing this for myself type of deal, coming out for yourself, setting that intention, and, just really being open and honest. But yeah, letter is really good way to come out, I did not, when I was, all those years ago when I was coming out, I didn't even think of that. I just made a video, but I still did the same thing, like expressed it, I said like, I've been known this, but it's like I have the words now I have the words for it, now I have the terminology, the description, it makes a difference to just get it all out there, like, they could honestly just be like, honestly, like, and understand like anyone else's opinion on it. It doesn't matter, because it's your coming out story, and so you get to write whatever you want, all of the feelings that you have, saying like, oh, I'm doing this for myself, and I would appreciate your support, would help me on my journey, and all of this stuff, because really, like, support is always helpful when coming out. So I hope that the letter comes out wonderfully, and that you get everything that you need to say out, because it really, really, really helps. And thank you for the star. You're so sweet. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, okay, this keeps moving. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called sparkles. Sparkles. It's the other star I was seeing. I was like, oh, it's so cute. It's a sparkle. Thank you. Please read. You're the best. Thank you so much. I wish I could meet you in real life one day. Do I tell my parents? I want my name to be Skylar. It's so, so pretty, and it can be boy or girl. Yeah. Skylar is a good name. Like, that is very neutral, and I really do really like that name. You know what? If you want to come out, thank you for the flow state. That's so sweet of you. If you want to come out and you feel ready, and then do it. Because when you feel ready, when you're like, okay, this is what I want to do, you should be doing what you want to do in life. So do it. And especially if you're safe. So, like, I always will mention that planning and safety is always important as well. So, but just be yourself. But thank you. I appreciate you for being here and asking your questions and just being yourself, because that's what life's about, not listening to anything else but that inner voice, the inner love telling you, well, I want to be myself. Guess what? You can. You can choose the name that you want to choose. You can choose the pronouns that you want, Because my entire life I had people telling me, no, you're a girl. I had all my entire life. And people still try to do that. And now I can just laugh. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sometimes I feel like 90% boy and sometimes not. What do I do? Well, sometimes it's okay not to know everything, but there are like gender fluidity and just masculine leaning, there's, or like non-binary masculine leaning. There's so many, different things that are there, and it's okay. It's more than okay to not always feel super masculine or whatever, so it's also okay to not know right away and to take your time on figuring it out. So it's like, yeah, because I've had times where I'm being a little more feminine or whatever, and but I still identify as a trans man, so but I can be feminine, so, and it's okay. What's your favorite song you made and why? Thank you for the gift, Grandma Matilda. Where did it go? Okay. Thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate you. So my favorite song of mine, if that's, wait, hold on, was that the question? Oh yeah. What's your favorite song you made and why? I would say it's my last song I made, to be honest. I've had other favorite songs that I've made, but this last song, I worked so hard on it. I could show you actually. Um, will it? Oh, that's what I was doing. Sorry. I don't know if it paused. My phone tries to connect to my computer when I go onto my. I forgot it does that. It's a new phone. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Where is it at? I swear I better not do it again. Okay, we're good. I didn't do it again. But I like this song because it's EDM, it's more dancey, and I get to just like dance around and like do my little light. It's a little too bright for the light right now, but I really like EDM, dance music, all types of stuff like that. I already listened to it, and it has more of a positive, just like it has a message behind it. So in my song, I say wealth is all around you and wealth is inside of you, because it is. Wealth is self-acceptance. Wealth is love. Wealth is joy, finding fun, being yourself. You know, internal love is wealth. And yeah, so saying it's 888 degrees. Because, you know, once you're overflowing with self-love, you feel it, you know? And it's a reminder also to myself, like, that I have been learning to love myself, and then I've been learning to accept myself and just be me. So, yeah. This is my project. This is what it look. This is what it looks like. It's cool. But yeah. Do. Also, one of my other favorite songs I made, I would also say is We Exist. It's also one of my other favorites, because that was a changing point as well for my music and what I wanted for it. Because I made that song over a year ago, and that song is basically my anthem for like, hey, we exist. Trans people exist, and we deserve to be here, you know? So that's really what that song is best. If you haven't heard that one, it's not super EDM, but it's a good vibe. It's more of like I'll just play it for you too, because I can play my music on here. I just can't play other people's music. I can play my music, but I can't play anybody else's music because of copyright. But I own the rights. I have the right. Alright. Bum, bum, bum. I gotta find that song. I'm gonna find the We Exist. I have lots of songs I'm proud of, but like that, I would say like my last song is definitely my favorite. It's like which one do I? Which one should I play right now? Should I play my? I should play my new one, huh? Oh, sorry, y'all are going crazy in the chat. Hold on, hold on. Read Crafts to the Stars comment. Where is it at? Hold on, where is their comment? Ah! What is that comment? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, oh no, I don't say it. Okay. So, Crafts to the Stars says, I'm a bisexual, gender fluid Christian, and I get so much guilt for it. My family is supportive, but it still hurts so bad. I love God. He helps me in the hardest times. Well, here's the thing. You know, when someone tries to give you guilt for just being yourself, it's not even really about you. It's about themselves. But you do not need to hold on to guilt. I know that Christian spaces, a lot of the time, do shame people. I grew up Christian, and yeah, they do try to do that. They do try to guilt you and everything, and put shame on you when you do not deserve to feel that shame. You're allowed to release it and understand where it is coming from. It's like with guilt and shame and stuff, it's a place of non-acceptance. And when you can recognize that and say, you know what, I deserve to accept myself and be a Christian. Like, you can literally, like, even though I'm not religious anymore, but like, I still can respect people, and you can still be a Christian and still be who you are, you know, and love yourself for it, you know. There's Christian trans people, there's all types of trans people from all different backgrounds. Gender fluid, which gender fluid is in the trans, but it's just not binary. So a lot of time when I'm saying trans people, I'm talking about the entire community, not just trans binary. So I do want to make that clear. Because I use the word trans a lot because it's just a big term, a broad term. But yeah, like, because like, I had like, I understand when I was going to church and stuff, and they were talking about, you know, that like gay people were bad or like whatever, you know, that's when I disconnected. But like, you don't have to, you just got to find the right space and the right people, because there are people that will. There are churches that accept everybody, that love people, and that really do show the unconditional love. So, you know, if you're around the wrong people that are not accepting, you can switch up your area, you can switch up your environment, because you don't need to be around those people that are doing that. Like, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be around supportive people with, you know, like-minded people that are supported, you know? If you want to be around, you know, go to a church that is accepting of gender fluid people and the LGBT in general, you deserve to. You deserve to be around that. So, you know, I hope that helps a little bit, because, like, you know what? Whatever helps you in your life, you know, keep that, and release what doesn't help you, which is the guilt. The guilt and shame, that does not help you. It really doesn't help you. So, but understanding it, having it there, and understanding it and seeing it helps you recognize it. So, But yeah. Mm-hmm. Faith Church is good for LGBT. I'm sure that's probably a specific church. I don't know. But I know that there's lots of different churches that do. You know, I grew up in churches that didn't, and they very loudly do not support LGBT, so I got out of there. I got out. Yes, for all the people that are asking, I saw the other comment, it is your decision if you transition or not, right? So, I can't tell nobody that, yes, you should be this or that you should be that, because a lot of my thing is don't listen to what everybody says. Listen to what you say on the inside, you know? I do have lots of knowledge of things, but at the same time, you are the one that's going to know. Like, oh my god. Alright. So, yeah. So I was gonna play. Yeah, we're gonna play We Exist. Let's do that one first. Because I haven't sang anything yet. I haven't sang anything yet. Yeah, I released this song last year. It was actually the only song that I released last year. But yeah. I guess it's a year ago. And this is also in 432 hertz, by the way. Let me just drink some water. I've been talking a lot, so my voice may not be perfect. Let me grab some water. All right. Hello. All right. It's an ad. Oh crap! I gotta turn my. Okay, there we go. I have that pause. Good. So I have to turn on the sound. I don't want to hear myself. It's gonna be echoey. All right. And also, what I do like to do with my music is I do put I like to make lyric videos or like put lyrics with it. Cause like for me personally, having auditory stuff. Thank you for the star. You're so sweet. Having like I have an auditory processing thing. So like, or if someone either can't hear at all, like, or is learning English and stuff, it's like good to have lyrics or words on the screen. I don't know if you can do that here on live stream, putting captions and stuff. I have no idea. But yeah. Alright. Let's actually do this thing. I don't know how my voice is gonna sound right now, but we exist, we exist, We persist to let you know we exist, we exist. We persist to let you know we exist, we exist. We can no. I gotta mess up my own lyrics. It's okay though. I refuse to be a percentage. I agree to spite their hatred. I am loud and proud and I don't care if you want me to die. I will always be here. I'll be in your mind. We exist. We exist. We persist to let you know we exist, we exist. We persist to let you know we exist, we resist. You cannot erase our existence. I don't know if y'all can hear me good enough, but we didn't come this far for us to go back in time. We stay I know you're scared, but the world is better with you here. We exist, we exist. We persist to let you know we exist, we exist. We persist to let you know we exist, we resist. You cannot erase our existence. Don't matter where you come from, don't matter what you look like, don't matter at all. You're human, just like me. You might be trans, just like me. And we deserve to be free in every single way. We exist. We persist to let you know we exist, we exist. We persist to let you know we resist. You cannot erase our existence. Anyway. Yeah, I knew it. I was like, oh. I knew I've been talking for a while. But also this song makes me emotional. That song makes me feel emotional. And like, I'm over here like, okay, just breathe. You're good at singing. Thank you. I appreciate you. I worked really hard on my voice for like a long time. And like throughout transition, when my voice started to change, I had to continue singing. Like even like now, since I've changed from the shots to gels, thank you for this sparkle. When I changed from 2 shots to 2 gels, I've been noticing changes already, like even just with that, because I'm more consistent and my hormone levels are a lot more balanced, you know. So it's just like now I'm like noticing that like the hair on my face is growing more, and I was like, oh crap. So that probably means that other things are gonna change. I don't know about my voice, but it can probably, because I think everyone's voice changes throughout their lives. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Do I know what bisexual is? Of course. I know. I read that wrong. I read it wrong. Very sexual. I actually just got introduced to what that was. Someone commented it, and I would have to look it up again because, yeah, that's one of the more newer labels that I got introduced to. Well, it's a variation of bisexual, so it makes sense. Yeah, see, I just need to refresh my memory sometimes. Because like I had people commenting about sexuality or like omnisexual under my video that I had about my own sexuality. So, that's when I learned about that, and I had people ask me if I was that, and I was like, honestly, I don't know. I don't want to label anything, but it makes sense. And if anyone's asking, like, if I support, you know, different sexualities and all that stuff, of course I do, because, like, I like, honestly, if you're living your life and accepting yourself as who you are, and you're not hurting nobody else, I'm going to support you and accept you as you are, you know? Because you're living your life for you, and you're doing what makes you happy, you know? So, dun, dun, dun. Okay. Okay, So, let me ask you guys a question, because, like, let's see. Did anybody do something really fun this weekend that filled them up with happiness and joy? Or like maybe it was something you tried out this weekend, or food you tried this weekend, or some art you created, you know? Like, yesterday was my first time coming back to live stream, and it was fun. So that's why I'm back today, and I'm glad that I took that idea and I faced that fear of like being live. Because like we're all people, you know, we're all human beings. So there's always a first again for things, you know. That was something that I tried out that I was like, oh wow, that was so fun. Like I get to interact with you guys, you know, and I answer questions to the best of my ability, you know. So Um, all right. Let's see. Camping and swimming in a lake. That's fun. Dude, camping is kind of fun. I haven't done it in a long time, but I hope you had a great time. Because you know what? Going and being in nature is really fun, and I just don't like bugs that much. But I haven't done that in a long time. But yeah, I hope that was a good time. um, I love you. I love you too. Oh, you went to Hawaii? What? Okay, Hawaii? That's cool. Do you have fun? Is Hawaii? That's great. I went to Hawaii once. Once. I was like, I don't know how old I was. I was really young, but I barely remember it. I did. Yeah. I hope you had a good time. I remember I asked. Because I got made fun of for this, but it's funny. So I got asked. Well, I asked if because when we were going before we went, I asked my parents if there was a sandbox there, which is like random because like the whole thing. My parents like the whole thing is sand. The whole thing is a sandbox. You tried sushi. Nice. See now, I think I'm gonna go try that place next door that I was talking about earlier. You got new markers? Yes. New stuff. That's so fun. Oh my god. Are you making something? And that's why you got the markers? Because that's so cool. I always like replacing things that like help you, that are tools for your creativity. Like I had to replace these lights. I'm trying to remember when, but it doesn't matter. I had to replace the lights because the old ones I had up were like falling off. I think I just didn't put them on correctly. So this last time I put them up like in a specific way. I was like, let me just make sure the walls are like clean and like I make sure that there's no air bubbles, they don't come off too much. I had to like hold it, like focus. But it always feels good to replace things, you know, or just get new things that help you, you know, like so if you got the markers to just start creating something that is, you know, now you just opened up a new door to whatever creativity you're about to embark on. So I need to know. I'd like to know what you need to know. Hold on. Next weekend, I'm going on camp with a queer youth group. Nice. I hope you have fun and that you're safe. That sounds like a fun time. I got to see my BF meet his mom, and he met my siblings. Congratulations. That is really awesome. Literally. What? Nope, but I'm going thrifting with my parents later. Honestly, thrifting is really cool. So I hope you find something really fun and something that feels like you, because I love going to thrift shops and finding something that's just like absolutely perfect. You know, it's kind of just the vibe. I went to this one thrift shop in I don't remember exactly where it was. I can't remember if it was Sacramento or if it was another city in the county, but I went with my little sister and my mom. This is years ago before um, uh, not talking to my mom. So this is before that. We went there and I found this shirt. I don't really wear it that often because it's kind of itchy, and uh, it said happiness is being half Italian, and I thought that was just so random and perfect. So I got it, but I don't really wear it that much anymore because it's like weirdly itchy. Um, so now I have like a select amount of clothes I do wear because of like comfortability. Um, but yeah, I love finding like thrift stuff. Somehow I like going to Ross because it's kind of like thrifting, but it's not. You know, I like to go to Ross and find tons of stuff like these. I have these shorts from there. They're like so comfortable. So I love basketball shorts, but I wanted something a little more stylish. um, so I went out with a friend, but he's mean. Well, if they're mean, then they're not your friend. I'm sorry. I hope that like you find better friends because you deserve friends that are kind to you and that are nice to you. So. I had throw practice, shot put, and discuss. Wait, I don't. Is that for a sport? Yeah, that's what I would assume is that it's for a sport. Throw practice. If it's for a sport, or even whatever sport, but it sounds like it's for a sport. It sounds like it'd be fun. I like sports. I do theater. Nice. Theater. And I did the first show of Cinderella. That's cool. That is so cool. What? Is it a musical? Hold on. Well, Cinderella's a musical. So yeah, probably. I love musicals and stuff in theater. I used to want to do theater, so I'm happy for you. I hope it went amazing because theater is so cool. Theater. I can't stop doing that. The theater. That's gonna be my stim for the rest of the day. Next week I'm going. Oh, I don't. Hold on. I'm reading. How am I reading this backwards? Hold on. The chat keeps moving. Hold on. The chat is moving. Hold on. Hold on. What's gracious? What? I'm ready to watch this, but I gotta go soon. Please tell me, what age did you feel like you were a boy, and like how did you know you wouldn't regret? I was like, I was a little kid when I had those feelings, and didn't really fully understand it, but as an adult, like I was young, you know, I was still 19 and 18. I just had to really connect with myself and had to test the waters, really. And that's really what made me, you know, I did research, and that is also important too. I don't know if I've explained that too, is that research, I've done so much research for myself to, you know, all the different paths of transition that did also help me to really know what I wanted. You know, when something feels right, and you know, and even if other people are telling you that it's not, because it's not their decision, like getting hormone therapy was my decision, and getting top surgery was my decision, and I knew I wouldn't regret it because when I thought about what I might look like and what, even with some people walking away or some people not accepting me, I would just like, well, I know I will be happier this way. you know, that's really how I knew, you know, you know, because it's my life, my choice, you know, it's my life, my choice. Um, so, yeah, I don't know. I hope that helps. Um, I hope you're still here to hear it, or you find it later. um, I'm going to Pride Parade in 5 days. Yes, that's so fun. Oh my god, please be safe. Please be safe at Pride. There's a lot of people, but it is really fun. Make sure to have lots of water, uh, sunscreen if you need it. Because I went to San Francisco Pride like 2019, and San Francisco is usually like cold, rainy, but like Pride, I was like, oh my god, Pride, it was so hot. It was like over 100 degrees. I was like, what is going on? And I got so sunburned. So that is not fun. It's so painful. um, so yeah, hope you have fun. Go with people or go by yourself because I've gone by myself and I've gone with people. Um, but like make sure you're surrounded by awesome, fun people and have fun. So Pride is happening right now, actually, here in San Diego. It's happening this weekend and next weekend. Actually, I have no idea. I know it happens. I don't know when the parade is though. It's. I'm gonna look this up. Let's see, because they have different stuff for Pride. So they got like, oops, not me spelling San Diego wrong. Let me see when the parade is, because I went to the parade, the actual parade, only once here, because I've been to different ones. There's different. There was what was it called? It was just kind of like a hangout type of thing, and I thought it was like regular, like whatever Pride event that I went to in San Francisco. I thought it was gonna be like that because it was my first Pride here in San Diego, and it was like really weird. I didn't understand it. I was like, everyone's just like drinking and hanging. I was like, I don't, you know, it just wasn't the vibe for me. But there are different types of prides. Like the parade was really, really cool. It was fun to see like we saw like there was just everything. There was still so much. I'm like trying to remember everything. But also that like I had no cell service. I had no cell service at the parade. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's next weekend. So, I mean, yes, next Saturday is the parade. That's cool. Ugh, I wish I could go. I don't think I can go. Actually, I don't know. Let me see. And it's in a different part of town, which is not that far. It's actually really close to me. Pride is really. I just have to take the bus, and then I can get to Pride. I don't know. Oh crap. Oh, okay. Well, it's Monday. I forgot it's Monday. I was like, what Pride event's happening today? It wasn't. It's not today. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I hope you have fun at Pride. Today, when the internet was out, I taped 19 mini pride flags I made on my wall and made 2, 3, or 4 wavy pride flags, but I don't know what they're called. Wavy? Oh, the different pride flags? Okay. I mean, honestly, there are so many different pride flags that sometimes it's hard to keep up with them. There's a fly. There's, yeah. But that sounds like fun. You got a little creative there. I love that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got to go to church camp for the first time. Nice. How was that? I remember that I went to church camp a lot as a kid, so I understand. It was, you know, the churches I went to were not the most supportive ones, but they were still fun. I know I performed at different church camps, and like I played. Did I play the drums or? No, I didn't play the drums. I think I just sang. Because I know I sang an original song and played the guitar live there. So that was fun. But I did play the drums for church for a long time. Yeah. We went skiing and met. Like, skiing right now? Hold on. Wait, where? Hold on. Where is there snow? Wait. And sorry, let me read your comment. And I met an LGBTQ person, and now we're besties. I'm lesbian, by the way, so we got a lot in common. And I introduced her to you. Aw. And now she's come out to her mom that, that is so awesome. What? Okay. Number one, I don't know how you're skiing in July, but that's fun. Okay. I'm glad you got to meet somebody that you could relate to, and thank you for showing that person my content, and that it actually helped them. That's so awesome. I am so happy to help anybody. Hope the mom accepts her, because like literally that is so amazing. That sounds like the best weekend. Honestly, I have gone skiing one time, or like I went to, actually I don't remember where it was, but where the hell was that? But I went to, like, because I'd never lived in the snow, but I've gone like to places where we do like skiing and all that. It's fun. I wanted to do snowboarding, but I couldn't, cause I was really young when I went skiing. All right. I just got a pet snake yesterday. He's a white ball python named Tofu. That is literally such a cute name, Tofu. Tofu. But congratulations on the snake. I used to have an iguana. He was a tropical green iguana, and his name is Mushu, from like Milan. So I was like, hold on, where Milan? His name is Mushu. So I love reptiles. They're like some of the best. I want him to read it before I go. Okay, hold on. Let me see where, I don't know where you're, okay, now I found your comment. Now I found your comment. Thank you. I might have OCD, ADHD, and maybe more, but I'm still here. I'm about to leave. I hope you read this. All right, well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that's been asking questions. And, thank you all for being here. You guys are literally so amazing. And, like, I love that I can share any knowledge that I do have, what I can share, and spread any kind of encouragement to anyone, because really, your life is your life, and I want to see everybody thrive. I want to see every single person thrive that I encounter in my life in general. because like yeah, like people you anyway. I don't know how to even to describe this. I'm just really thankful for you, every single person in here. Like, um, but like, like yeah. Hi, I am Amber and I am gay. Hello. How are you? You are awesome. Oh, okay. Say, it's fake snow. The place is called the Snow Dome. It's a place where you learn to ski and snowboard. That is so cool. I know that there are places like that. I just didn't think about that, I guess. I'm like, wait a minute. Because I guess some places in the world it's cold. Like some places in the world right now it's cold, and like over here it's just not. It's almost never cold over here. But I am like kind of near the water. Um, like the beach is fairly close by. But like honestly, that'd be so cool to go to one of those places. Uh, like seriously. Read Rainbow, that weird kid. Okay. Wait, I don't. Did I read that right? Robin, weird kid. I've literally read. Wait, no, I know I did not read that right. um, this question is really important to me. My step cousin is thinking they're a woman and don't know what to do because this side of my family is transphobic. What should they do? Like it's kind of the same answer that I've said before many times, is that like when you have transphobic family, you know, understanding is that like the best thing is to understand where people's transphobia comes from. It comes from within. It doesn't. It's really not about that person. And like for me, with my mom or like my older sister, if we're gonna get specific here, with people who are transphobic, it's about them. There's something going on within that person that makes them project onto other people, and not caring about their opinions, but also understanding where it comes from. It's like you can like, for me, like I have like compassion for people that really are so disconnected from themselves, but I don't tolerate it. Like I don't tolerate the BS. There's no reason to tolerate that stuff. And like, uh, like when I was coming out and everyone tried to, project their feelings upon me, or their own personal feelings upon me. Like even as a kid, like there were certain things that really stood out to me that was like, okay, I know this is an internal thing, because there's no reason for anybody to be making fun of anybody, or laughing at somebody's pain, or anything like that. There's something internally going on. Like homophobic people, transphobic people, they are part of the community. They just don't want to admit it. Like, they don't want to admit it. They can't admit it in themselves. They can't, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing about those people. And once we can understand that as a community, the more compassion we can have for ourselves. But I feel like a lot of us in the LGBT community, we do understand that, you know. Um, but like we're not gonna tolerate hatred, because once someone gets so disconnected, it turns into maliciousness, you know. So that's something to also understand. Um, but yeah, I hope your friend is okay, and you know, can fully accept themselves, because it's how they're going to find true happiness, is accepting themselves and not caring about what their parents think or what their family thinks, or anybody that tries to project any of their internal weirdness, you know? So, like, because, like, I understand. People try to project onto me all the time, but I understand where it's coming from, so I just say, I'm good. I'm good on that, and we can move on. You know, that's just what it is. Like, even like, I remember when I first was transitioning, and you know, there's something called internal transphobia. So like, if you are trans, you can still be transphobic, and that's something I have talked about on my channel and in videos before, that it's like, you can still be transphobic and be trans, and that's just an honest thing. But there's really no reason to be. It's just also a better way to understand yourself. Like when people think that they're better than other trans people because of whatever reason, because they think they're farther or whatever, because you know, everyone is having their own experience. But I've seen other trans people do that. They're just like, well, I'm farther or this or that, and it's just kind of like, it's not a competition. Like, but it's how we feel about ourselves, you know, what we judge in ourselves, and understanding to not judge ourselves helps us. It benefits us, which can benefit other people to just be happy and unconditionally love ourselves and unconditionally love other people where they're at, you know. Because I know that there's people in the like, there's the whole group called the LGB, and they exclude the T on purpose because they don't think trans people should exist. And I'm like, y'all are crazy. But it's an internal thing, and doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean we tolerate it. We don't. We do not. That's why I will speak on those kinds of things, because we can be aware, and we do not deal with that. we don't engage or entertain it, you know, but we can speak on it as a community, as people, you know, because I understand that, you know, the LGBT community is so diverse. There's so many stories, there's so many different, it's so awesome because it's so different. And the LGBT community in general just really deserves all the love and support. So doesn't matter where you come from, just like what I say in my song, we exist. Doesn't matter where you come from, what you look like. You might be trans, maybe you're not, maybe you are, you know. Maybe you're different, trans under the different umbrella. Am I saying that right? You know, there's so many. So everyone is just beautiful as they are, and just, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I answered that. I know I was trying to answer a question. Hi, I'm so glad I caught your stream. Hi. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you. Right. What time is it? See, so yesterday when I was on stream, I I know I kind of abruptly I kind of abruptly ended the live because I had to go to my other job, my job, and so I felt because that's why I also put a time limit on yesterday, but I went over the time limit, almost went on for like 2 hours, which was cool. Um, so yeah, sorry to anybody that was there yesterday, and I kind of just like left. Um, but I'm glad that if anybody got to join today that didn't get to be here yesterday, I'm happy that you're here. I'm trying to be on here a little bit longer than yesterday. Um, um, is Triple Eight Degrees going on Spotify? I'm going to work on getting songs on Spotify again. I have my other songs on there. Um, We Exist is on there. I just my last few songs like that I put out on YouTube are not on Spotify right now. I actually was going to go do that the other day, and since I got a new phone, I got a new number, and I need to update everything. I need to call my distributor and have it changed so I can access everything. It wanted to confirm things through my text message, or I gotta find my phone cord to turn my other phone on. And I'm like, damn, now I gotta go find my phone cord. I lost it last like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh no. So I'm gonna work on it to get those on Spotify and everything, which will also end up on TikTok. Like as a sound. I mean, my songs are already on TikTok under my like videos, but it'll be in like an official sound on there once I do that. So I will get that in the works. And like Triple Eight Degrees is gonna go on there. A Reason to Breathe will be going on there. And whatever songs I do in the future, but I do enjoy putting them on YouTube first because it doesn't limit me. It's like a limitless way of just releasing when I want to. So, and I will make sure I let all of y'all know when that day comes because I'm sure it's gonna be soon. I just gotta call them and get everything changed and fixed. I updated my phone number on there, but it doesn't really want to work yet. So. Yeah, I appreciate that people are here, but try to, especially if it's not like a question or if it's just like 6, 7, please be mindful of the chat and be respectful to other people. That's why like earlier I had to get rid of those weird hater comments because it was like honestly that's disrupting other people too. I noticed that. So I was like, because I don't really care. But like I said in my last live, like I'm not gonna let nobody else get bullied and stuff. Cause like, excuse me, like this is my live. We do not allow that. Like, so, yeah, because I don't want nobody else to get bullied in here either in the chat. So, and if anybody does try to bully you in the chat, just want to let you know that I don't know if I'm the only one that has the power to get rid of the people, but I will do my best and try. If you can, let me know. Because if I don't see it, let me know because I do not want that happening in this chat at all, ever. So. I love Coca-Cola. Okay. Coca-Cola is good, but I don't drink it anymore. I used to drink soda a lot, and I don't drink soda anymore. Read Nora on PWS. I'm a Therian and my parents are not supportive whatsoever, and I'm scared to like make gear or anything because they will take it. What are your thoughts, opinions, and advice? Like, you know, like I'm gonna say about everything, what anybody has to say about it. I mean, I understand like you don't want people to take it, like you don't want your parents taking it away. So if you do make it, maybe find a little hiding spot. You know what I mean? Like, you can do that. You know, finding a hiding spot and like using it when no one's around, or like when just around your friends or supportive people. You know, because you know I totally get it. I've had things taken away from me when I was a kid, and as a teenager, and yeah, you just gotta find that hiding spot. You know, for whatever. For masks, or you know, because I don't identify with Ethereum, but I 100% support you. You know, you guys are so awesome, and you know, I hope that you find the best community around you. You know, in your physical life as well, to just be yourself, and you don't have to feel that fear, and you know, just make the thing you want to make. Just find a good hiding spot if you feel like it's gonna happen. You know, if you feel like they're gonna try to find it and take it away, just find a hiding spot. It works. Just find the hiding spot. But like, yeah. I hide my tails when my parents look through my room when I'm gone. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I get it. I totally get it. Maybe a friend's house. Cause yeah. Honestly, I was really good at hiding stuff when I was a kid. When I was younger, with really controlling parents, because they were very controlling, and I had to hide everything. Like, the only time that I had really my stuff invaded was when I wasn't home. Thank you for the star. You're so sweet. I was actually in the hospital, and my parents went through all of my stuff. They went through my songbook, they went through my clothes, my phone, my computer. I was 17, and wait, yes, I was. I was 17, and they went through all of my stuff, and literally all the music I listened to, and they visited me in the hospital, and they were like, oh, we're gonna take things away, and blah, 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 blah. And they did. I was so pissed. So I understand that feeling of like, feeling like your privacy is invaded, because it is an invasion of privacy when it's like your stuff. Obviously, like, I understand, like, parents do want to take care of their kid and make sure that they're safe, but like there's a happy middle ground, you know, and having mutual respect, you know, for me personally, all them always invading my space and my privacy was not creating a safe space for me to be open and honest with them. It made me hide things from them. So like, yeah, it made me hide from them. And then, like with, like, I didn't really show much of the music that I was listening to them, because I knew how they react to it or whatever. And then they didn't want me listening to Bring Me the Horizon. or Pierce the Veil. They didn't want me listening to Sleeping with Sirens, really, or anyone that wasn't like a Christian band. So I did get most of my t-shirts back, though, I will say. I got most of my band t-shirts back, because that was what they took away, was my band t-shirts. I did get most of them back. I just didn't get one back. I think so. It was just one. And then all my posters were gone. I worked really hard on my posters on my wall back then. And I know I got my songbook back. I just don't remember if anything was ripped out or not. But I got yelled at for it, so. But you know what? That's the joy of growing up as well. You know, you get to do what you want. Like, once you're, honestly, like, once I was 18, like, I kind of started just doing what I wanted. And I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18. And then I did move back in for like a very short time. That was right before I moved out of the whole state and started transitioning. So, but yeah, I understand. I understand the controlling parents that try to do all that. It's weird. It's really weird to me. Mom is getting my first Yuri. I'm so excited. I have no idea I'm sorry. I have no idea what that is. Hold on. What is that? Hold on. I don't know. Oh, is it the manga? Am I reading the right thing that it's a manga? If it is, that's pretty cool. Mangas are fun. I've only read like one manga because I'm not like, I do like to read, but I don't read books like that. I know mangas are different. It's more I feel like mangas are kind of like a comic book. So I have read a manga, like, which one did I had it for a long time, but I got rid of it. It was Black Butler. Was the one that I had. But yeah. I think I kind of want to try that place next door. I literally was talking about it earlier, and I keep thinking about it. I keep thinking about going and getting noodles and bun. And that's what it is, right next door. Because I haven't eaten since like this morning. So I think I'm gonna go do that. I've been having a good time. I'm just like starting to like get really hungry, and I don't want to be eating on camera in front of all y'all. But I'm gonna come back. Probably not tonight, but I will be back. I'm gonna make a schedule for streams, so that we all know when I'll be live. I just gotta plan it. But I just want to say thank you to every single person that has shown up, even if it was for just like a minute or two, and it has engaged. And just remember that you're amazing as you are, okay? And you deserve to be proud of yourself and to just live your life. So go do something fun. Go eat some good food, because I'm about to go get some good food right now, okay? If I get to eat some good food, so do you, okay? And yeah. Anyway, thank you. I love you guys so much. I will see you soon. Bye.